We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason, and we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any...
Oh, what a juke into space! And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's brought in downfield by London. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Robinson again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Short pass pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
They give it to Williams, running right. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcon 16. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
16-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
throwing. Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Prescott to throw this time. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Falcons first down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back at the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
And the throw in the cap for just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Prescott off play action. Staying on his feet. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Falcons send Jamal Agnew deep to return. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
Complete to number 32. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll set up a throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Micah Parsons. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
A 40-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They started with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And out now come the Cowboys. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Able to avoid him at the 40. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to blue. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Cowboys first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Short throw caught by Pitts. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down. A gain of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got us
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means He's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Brings up second.
Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Prescott now. That's to the running back, If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw now on first down. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 9.
Second and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On the draw, Robinson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No-way Koo on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
4 yards on the pickup.
Final play of the half. Prescott.
At the 36-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On first down, it's Blue. Able to avoid him. And a pretty good burst there as he gets across midfield and down to the 46. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a second and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with.
He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Falcons.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Robinson up the middle. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Falcons 42.
They'll try and run again with Blue. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 38 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A little juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Falcons' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart. And that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Yeah, only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same pace on that play. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Prescott from the gun. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble and then recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Cowboys first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They'll run. This is Phil Maffa. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down.
Throwing is Milton. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Turpin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nice little juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Howell down to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 3rd and 9.
Complete to Tegan Quintoriano.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
The first carry for Tyler Algier. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their feet.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down.
Algier with another carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Powell setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Jair Elam makes a break, and the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming, but that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a first carry for their fullback. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Milton now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Milton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On the jet sweep, this is Mingo. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
to throw is Milton. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's all they needed to move the sticks.
Falcons, first down.
Algier now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
He was brought
That was